sheep.
Well, we're splitting the channel up into an additional 2 channels.
I heard.
And so the podcast will be on one, the travel vlogs and that stuff will be on another. The channels are actually all ready to go. I just have to actually make trailers and intros.
What number is this now?
This will be 4 channels.
Or no?
Oh, this is like 105, 106.
105, 106. I was thinking, you know what, like a good milestone was been in like number 100, but you know that was a while ago.
Well, yeah, we didn't. It wasn't. I've been thinking about this ever since we actually really started the podcast, but I never really had the guts to pull the trigger. And I mean, technically, the channels exist, but there's no content on them, so I technically haven't pulled the trigger yet.
That's what I hated about my channel and anybody that ever asked me, because I've actually gotten, I think, 2, if not almost 3 people started on stuff now, and they were like, can I get a shout out? Can we do videos together? I'm like, trust me, buddy, what I want you to do, start making videos, start getting a queue, start making yourself better on the content side before I start to work with you. Because like me, when I started, I was running with 4 or 5 guys, one of which had 700,000. The other guy was popping already 5,000-6,000. But hey, he had a film degree from down in Orlando, so it's not like he was struggling. He already had a depth chart of amount of videos that he could have had people watch. I didn't have a banner. I didn't have any videos. Heck, I didn't even have a microphone.
I remember that. Yeah.
And they're like, "All right, start making videos." There's nothing to watch, and I think before my first video even posted, I had like 400 people. They just had to like dive into the depths to find my channel name.
Yeah, it's hard to... Yeah, without a video, it's impossible to find the channels. Actually, nowadays, YouTube just thinks they're bots, and so they doesn't even... You can't even, like... So when you go and, like, reference your friends on your channel, they don't even show up. Because YouTube's like, I think these are bots or whatever. Actually, AK's channel, you can't find it anymore. He just hasn't uploaded in so long, and I don't think it's been used in so long that I can't reference him on those new channels. I can still reference Rondo, but my old friends I cannot. Not that it would matter anyways. They don't make videos, so.
Well, makes about sense.
But that's interesting that you bring that up because it's exactly what they mentioned on. I watched this podcast called Safety Third, and I talk about it all the time. I've been trying to get him to watch it. It's hilarious. But they talk about how, they have these people that just want to get shout-outs, or like these people on TikTok where they make a TikTok, and it's like one of their first 2 TikToks or whatever, and it just blows up, and they're instantly famous, and they don't know what to do. And so they keep trying to do the same thing they were doing before, and they kind of end up in this toxic cycle of they don't know how to make good content.
And that's not necessarily what I believe my guys are doing, but we're in a slump right now. Farm Sim just in general, because that's mainly the only thing that we try to play. My technically boss, he runs all Farm Sim, but he's also got a second channel now that is all IRL. He's IRL farming. It's growing on that side. So now he has 2 separate channels to run 2 different styles of content. My buddies, whenever we post something for Farm Sim, for some reason, the stats have just gone, algorithm for that game has just gone down the drain. You cannot pull views in the slightest. He can post a video, 3-4 videos in a week's time span, and he's lucky if he's getting 20,000 views at a 200,000 subscriber channel.
Wow.
But I always like to say I want to challenge the statement because I've posted 4 or 5, I don't post nearly as many times as them, but statistically, the amount of subscriber count that I have to the amount that's watching the videos, even though it's about 75 to 20% subscribed, not subscribed, I have less people that are subscribed watching and 75 that are not, I still can pull almost 30 to 40,000 on a video just because of the fact that I'm posting with the ones that I'm doing. So I can pull 17 times the views of my guys that I'm working with, and they're 2 to 3 times bigger.
That's weird that because I noticed you have been climbing. Do you have more subs than Moose now?
I actually don't know. I just pulled over 42,000. So
well, we've got the machine here. We can go check.
We can check. But I didn't know.
So Moose.
I have not passed him.
He's
yet.
at 54.
He's got a multi-game channel, though. That's the thing. He's got all the different styles. He hasn't even played Farm Sim in, I think, even over a year.
He also doesn't upload that often.
Not anymore, at least.
No, he goes through these phases where he uploads, then doesn't upload, uploads, and doesn't upload.
To be fair, if you're a teacher who has a full-time job...
I got a full-time job. Look at me, consistent. You got 3 views on some of those.
Yeah, but like...
See, you didn't make tutorial videos for a game that got you 500,000 views per pop.
Yeah, see, that's what he does. Those tutorials are killer. I mean, I will say the Lay's video today has actually performed quite well.
The Lay's?
Huh?
The Lay's?
Lay's. That's Cane's.
What'd you say?
No. So Friday's video on Thermite, it did really well because I was talking about the Breaking Bad lock thing. 35 views, which compared to the average it has been, it's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Now the plan is to actually reduce the frequency of videos on the channel. I mean, once the podcast falls off, it'll be even less frequent. But like we're talking, like most science channels, they're not pumping out a video every other week. They're pumping a video whenever they feel like.
Yeah.
And well, I can't do whatever I feel like because I might never upload on the science channel.
Veritas, and he would like come in like spurs. Like he'd have like 2 videos like in a week, and then there'd be like nothing for like 2 months.
Yeah.
And then you have another, and then he'd average like a video a month, and then it seemed like you wouldn't hear from him in a while, and then you get like another like 2 or 3 videos in a week.
Yeah, and so what the plan I want to do is, because a lot of those guys, they build videos around thumbnails and titles. They don't build it around a topic like you might think you would back in the day. So they come up with the title and a thumbnail, and then they're like, how can we turn this into a video?
Oh, I thought that was the other way. I thought they made the video and they're like,
no,
what's a good title?
I
Not
wonder if
anymore.
that's why I technically end up doing a little bit better than said things. I kind of found a tactic, and it's worked to get a lot more. And it's more or less, I use the thumbnail as a storyline, as like, this is the different chapters of what's going on. One thing I particularly hate about the guys that I'm working with sometimes is that, primarily my boss, you can hate me later, Grant, if you ever see any of this.
He will never see this unless
Probably
you tell
not,
him.
but if he ever does, one thing that drives me nuts is he puts stuff in. It's not necessarily clickbait, but say we go do some random off-roading thing where we're riding 15 four-wheelers through the things. He'll put some random lifted skid steer in the middle of the thumbnail that has nothing to do with the video, has nowhere that is in it, around it, or on the shot. And then he'll post the video as, we did something blah. And then you can watch the video, it's not in there. Every single thing you see on my videos in the thumbnail, it's used and it looks like as it is in the thumbnail. Because I take the shots as the video goes on.
There was a Minecraft video, I didn't watch it, but I saw the thumbnail today. And it was, the classic trend right now is, this is 100 days in hardcore survival, this is what happened. And it was like, in one picture it was a dirt beacon, and I'm like, that's fake. And then the other part, which was like 100 days later, was like 3 ender dragons in the overworld, and I'm like, that's fake too, so I don't even want to watch your video because that's just junk.
Yep. Clickbait and filler videos are 2 things that I have no need for, even though sometimes they are required or just necessary to kind of keep a flow going if you're a little off or you need something to do that. But I usually prefer when you do a content, you put everything that you got into what's going in it to make it the way you want it to be. I will record a video 3 times before I post it because I didn't like the shots that I took.
So you know what's funny about the Thermite video? It was supposed to be a filler. It was supposed to be a filler.
Well, did you put more effort into it than usual?
No.
What? Jeez Lord, you sound like the Bird channel where he makes a 15-second video and it gets 1.2 million views and it's a kindergarten bird I could have drawn when I was 2.
I wanted a video that required minimal script because I just hate writing scripts. And then I wanted it to be, more vlog style where we go and, mess around with Thermite. It still ended up actually being pretty heavily scripted. But, I mean, it's got 35 views because, well, why would you not want to watch a lock try and destroy a lock with Thermite? And actually, the lock's sitting over there on my shelf next to the goat skull.
Oh, boy. Well, you notice how you didn't do as much scripting and you got more views?
Yeah.
You should go completely off script.
Well, we
literally
used to-
110% off script.
So, actually, some must have been. You told me that, and that's how we used to do it back in the day. I just had some talking points, and I got up there and talked, but
yeah.
they weren't. They weren't great.
You see, was that right in the beginning when you started doing it, though?
True.
You're gonna suck at it at first, but all of a sudden you can just pull 6 minutes of dialogue out of your rear end that makes complete sense, and then it brings everybody together because you can tell it's not scripted.
My big issue is
Well, yeah,
that
because the Germination video, that's my absolute favorite.
oh my god, I forgot to cut a part out.
I forgot to cut a part out where he would memorize his entire script as opposed to having a teleprompter, and so he'd memorize.
Back
And so
before we
he
had
had
a
like this
teleprompter.
paragraph,
You have
like
a
5
teleprompter?
sentences.
I do now, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a teleprompter.
That's cool.
Back in the
It
day, it
is
used to be
cool.
like a big TV on top of a stand.
Yeah, we overly engineered this stand, and that
Well, now the TV stand's in my apartment, but except for the top part.
the top part's been cut apart by your dad, right?
Yeah, it's been reused. It's been multi-purposed.
What's he use it for?
I don't know. I think it's I think the 2x4s are part of the house now.
Oh, wow! What a great circle! A
I think
circle of
the
life.
2x4s are part of the house now.
What a circle of life for a 2x4.
But no.
Started as
So
a
the
teleprompter,
Germination
now it's a
video.
game.
There's a part where he's just like, why is it so hard? Why can't I remember? And he keeps saying his line over and over again.
Yeah, because
And-
I
and-
meant it was supposed to be cut, and
It's
I
like 2 minutes worth, or maybe not quite that long.
Not that long.
But it's like a part that I forgot to cut
What
out.
upsets me is that video has like 300 views, and I'm just like,
Most of those are me watching it over and
oh
over.
my god! Of course they're you watching.
We leave it on repeat and we just go.
Most of them are me watching it over and over again.
Now I will say, I guess my second and fourth most popular videos are well, I guess my first, second, and fourth most popular videos are unscripted.
Wait,
But at
which
the same
ones?
time, those were unboxings.
Oh yeah, the unboxings.
I can't do an unboxing every single day. I don't have that.
No
kind of
one
money.
said you had to do unboxings. All I told you is that you should start doing
Are you
videos without a
kidding me?
script.
Think about all the stuff you buy off Amazon. Have an unboxing for every
Oh
Amazon.
my god! Can you imagine? So I bought some.
Today we open bread.
Today we get book. Yes, an unboxing for every random thing off of Amazon you order.
See, there's those people.
I bought a napkin.
But see, then there's those people, right? That they actually do that, but like they do it in the ASMR style, so that it's like really quiet. And like, today we're gonna open up this book, and then next thing you know, it's been 10 minutes. Like, what did I just watch? 10 minutes
You know, I
of
actually
this
listen
person.
to. I usually listen to ASMR sometimes to fall asleep, like especially like the scratching ones, because it's just it's almost like a box
White
fan.
noise.
Like I have box fans running, but that it actually does help me fall asleep.
I just fall asleep to silence like a man.
I can't do it. If it is completely dark and no sound, there's no way I'm falling.
That's
asleep.
the only way I can fall asleep.
You guys are nuts.
Well, this,
Like,
You're also talking to a guy that's dressed like a Q-tip, so
nothing wrong with being a Q-tip. What?
I don't know. I was gonna say something like a Q-tip joke. I'm like, nah.
You only use Q-tips to be shoved in your ear, which is what they're not supposed to be used for. So, you
Yeah.
know. What else would you use a Q-tip for?
Putting isopropyl alcohol on a piece of bread.
Oh, no, I just went like this.
Well, it's for precise getting it on the bread.
Well, I got eyedroppers for that.
Still, you could have used a Q-tip.
I guess. Hand paint it.
Hand paint the bread. We're gonna paint bread today, people.
You know, there. Well, we didn't tell them about the cheese.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, have you seen the cheese?
No,
I think I was
have
going
not
to tell you
seen
about
There's
that.
cheese on my deck.
And on the apartment below's deck.
Once there was. I still can't believe they never said anything.
For about a week it was there.
Man, I feel bad for your neighbors.
You know, truth be told, I haven't.
I wonder what they
terrible
thought when they
neighbor.
picked it up, and they're like, "This is not what cheese is supposed to feel like."
If they could even think that it was cheese.
I mean, I think you can recognize provolone.
Possibly.
It just has that signature circle.
Yeah. I don't even know. what all the cheese. I think we have Munster, cheddar, Colby Jack, and then there's the American. Although the American's starting to harden out now too. It's starting to peel off the pavement as well. So cheese, apparently.
So all those
turns-
preservatives made it last.
Yeah.
All that unhealthy stuff you're probably not supposed to eat, but you know, they
You
put in
do
your food
anyway.
anyways.
I don't want to give too much away because the video isn't up yet. I haven't.
Oh, yeah.
I have to, at some point, decide to stop taking.
I mean,
photos
you're already
of it.
giving a teaser for your bread.
Everybody's seen the bread multiple times, I think, at this point.
Let's just do a James May moment. Cheese.
Oh God.